Okay, so Laura here, student Brooke. We're practicing social isolation responsibly. I just wanted to say that to start. We're neighbors, so we thought that we would give you guys a little bit of a teacher to student type relationship. So welcome to this virtual platform. Thank you for being here. We are going to start in a seat with a little meditation. If you have any props available, having some blocks or just probably a couple blocks would be good. If you don't have one, then you're welcome to use a pillow or some sort of blanket you can fold just to elevate the sit bones over the heels. Yeah, perfect. So you can find yourself in kneeling or just Sukhasana, easy seat. And then once you feel ready, take the palms of the hands just above the knees. Palms can face down or up. Close down the eyes. And start to connect to your long spine. So maybe you root down through the sit bones and then press up through the crown of the head. Take a few deep breaths in. Fill up the belly, the chest, all the way to the collarbones and pause. Observe this space in between. And then exhale, sigh it out, cleansing breath. Take two more just like that. Breathe in deeply from the belly all the way up and pause. And then exhale, let it go. Take one more just like that. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let go of stress, tension, the day behind and ahead. And then close down the mouth and allow the breath to fall into its natural rhythm. In through the nose, out through the nose. Take a few moments to really land in your seat. You might soften the shoulders down and away from the ears. Notice your jaw. See if you're clenching your teeth. Soften the eyes into the space in the skull. And relax the forehead. Taking a few moments just to become aware of any tension that you might be carrying, whether that's physical, mental, emotional. We're in a period of time that can be quite stressful for a lot of people. So this practice is more important now than ever. BKS Iyengar always says that yoga is the song of every cell in the body. So with that in mind, I would like you to use this opportunity to connect to your body on a cellular level. Connect to the intelligence of your body. Establishing a sense of trust and security that your body is strong and capable of healing and moving you through your life. Let's start with a simple breathing exercise. Exhale all of the air out here. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to your natural breath. So that's a breathing technique that you're welcome to use off of the mat when you catch yourself feeling anxious or worried. Lengthening out the exhale is very stimulating to the parasympathetic nervous system, letting the body know that it is safe to rest, to digest, to function in all of its glory. So just using your breath as an anchor in life and on the mat. Bring your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, palms pressed together. Maybe the elbows energize out and it's more active than usual. If you'd like to move with intention, feel free to allow that intention to arise from your heart space naturally. If nothing comes to mind, feel free to use the mantra, I am here now. Let's open our practice with the sound of Om. You can listen or join. Exhale, cleanse everything out. Inhale to chant. Om. Bow your head to your heart, honoring this body, honoring this practice, and adapting as you need to. Open the eyes and make your way into a tabletop. So the hands will press down underneath the shoulders and the knees will be underneath the hips. Start by looking at the fingers and lengthening them apart. And then really press down through the index fingers here. Bring the index fingers parallel. The back of the neck is long. Just take a moment to feel into the curves of your natural back. And then as you inhale, start the movement at the tailbone. Start to lengthen the tailbone towards the ceiling. Vertebra one by one. Drop the belly. Gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades draw together behind the back. Broaden the chest. And then as you exhale, press to the hands. Start with the tailbone. Start to tuck the tailbone. Draw the navel in towards the spine. The gaze goes down to the belly. Take one more slow round like that as you inhale, starting from the tailbone, feeling each vertebra move as you find your heart opener. And then as you exhale, slowly round the spine, feeling the length of the spine as it rounds forward. And then move with your breath. So as you inhale, drop the belly, gaze lifts high. And as you exhale, round the spine, gaze moves back. Move at your pace where you're streaming. This might be a little different from Brooke. What's important here is that you're feeling into your body and you're starting to check in on a physical level here. Take one more round, evening out on both sides, and when you're ready, meet us in a tabletop. So in your neutral spine, point the fingers to opposite walls aside from you. So right fingers point right, left fingers point left. And then you can sway the torso from side to side, feeling into your wrists. And you have the option to stay here, or you can walk the fingers to point towards the knees. This is a little bit more intense for the wrists, so just be mindful of that. And then you might from here start to shift the hips slightly back towards the heels. Notice your elbows. Notice if you're hyperextending that elbow. See if you can micro bend. And then you might shift forward and back, adding a sense of fluidity here. And then walking the fingers, pointing to the front of the room again. Press down through your right hand, and as you inhale, reach the left fingers to the ceiling, open across the chest, gaze is high. And then exhale, move through one round of cat and cow. Exhale, round the spine. And then return to your neutral spine. Plant down through the left hand. Inhale, sweep the right fingers up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, thread the fingers through. Release the right temple, the right shoulder down. And then with your left hand, the sides might feel a little different. You can take the same option or a different option. Recognizing and honoring that the body is not fully symmetrical. One more breath here. And release the left hand down underneath the left shoulder. Inhale the right fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, both hands release down to the ground. Gaze over your left shoulder, lengthen through the right side body. Take one breath here. And then inhale, neck through the center, and then gaze over the right shoulder, lengthen the left side of the body. Try to create a lateral bend here. Come back through neutral. Tuck the toes under and start to hover the knees just a few inches from the ground. Start to wrap in your lower core muscles towards the spine, lengthen the lower back, and then initiating this movement from the strength of your core, press the sit bones back and up for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You can lengthen your stance if you need to. And then you might pedal through the heels, bending one knee, and then the next. Or maybe you just find stillness. If stillness will serve you more today, then take that option. Otherwise, if movement will serve you more, then please find a little bit of movement. And then take your gaze to your fingers, spread the fingers wide, press through the index finger mound knuckle, and then take the gaze back towards the big toes, towards the navel if it's okay for the neck. And know that you're always welcome to micro bend the knees to feel the hips lifting higher towards the ceiling. And as you inhale, ripple the spine forward to high plank. So try to move one vertebra at a time, rounding the spine forward, shoulders stack over the wrists. Drop the knees and the tops of the feet down. And exhale, lower halfway. Hug the elbows in towards the side here. So this is hard. Inhale, gaze forward. And then exhale, release down to the belly. Come into a sphinx. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders directly. Forearms are on the ground. If you're pinching in the lower back, then walk the elbows a few inches forward. And then from here, see that you can press to the tops of the feet, to the pelvis. And then maybe you pull your heart forward as if you had a string on your sternum. And then you might lift up the hands away from the ground, roll out through the wrists, move one finger at a time, maybe drop the chin down towards the chest, releasing through the wrists and the back of the neck. And then press the palms flat on the ground. As you exhale, draw the sit bones to the heels of the feet for child's pose. You can take the knees together as a variation, or the knees can splay out towards the sides of the mat, making room for your torso to fall in between the thighs. If you're tighter in the shoulders, feel free to walk the hands out towards the sides of the mat. And if your forehead is on the ground, you can shake the head no from side to side, letting go of tension in the mind, massaging out your center point of thought. And then as you inhale, find stillness. Walk your hands to the left and take the right hand on top of the left hand if that's comfortable. Anchor your right sit bone back towards your right heel so you can really feel a lengthening through the entirety of the right side body. From the right fingertip all the way down, tracing through the side of the body to the right hip. Place the left hand over the right and gracefully moving and transitioning to the other side, anchoring the left sit bone down, and breathe into the side of the body. Expansion and contraction. The breath is expanding in and contracting out. In this posture, one side is contracted, one side is expanded. Take one more breath in and walk the hands to neutral. Inhale to come up through a tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Micro bend the knees and find Uttanasana at the back of the mat. You can grab opposite elbows here and find a ragdoll. Allow the upper back, the neck, and the top of the head to fall heavy here. So bend your knees as much as you need to really connect your torso to the tops of your thighs. And then you might sway the torso from side to side, bending into one side of the body and then the next. And then maybe you shake the head yes, and shake the head no. Allow the weight of the day, the weight of the news, the weight of the world to fall off of your shoulders and out of your awareness. Release the hands down towards the ground. Inhale, find a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Shoulder blades draw together behind the back, open the chest. And then as you exhale, micro bend the knees and fold forward. Walk the hands forward to downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths in. Allow your breath to draw you more into the present moment, into your body. And on your next inhale, look to the space in between your hands and tiptoe your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, slowly stack vertebra by vertebra, one at a time, until the head and the shoulders stack, finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. So the palms of the hands place the front of the room. Look down into your feet, see that they're parallel. You might lift all 10 toes and then lower them one at a time and grip with your toes. Engage the knees by lifting them. Gaze is forward on the horizon. Navel is in and up. This is a strong posture. Inhale for the palms to touch overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. So we'll hold this plank for a moment. If you're at home following along, you have the option to drop your knees and lower to the belly and take baby cobra variation instead of upward facing dog. Brooke is probably going to take upward facing dog. From your plank, shift forward over your index fingers, and as you exhale, lower halfway. Hug the elbows to the rib cage. And then as you inhale, roll over the feet, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Gaze might lift. Exhale, sit bones back and up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Settle the gaze on the navel or in between the knees. Reconnect to your breath. Use the breath to come back to the moment if your mind wanders off. There are different variations of Surya Namaskar A, so what's important is that you empower yourself to be your own teacher and decide what serves you today. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Look to the space in between the hands. Travel with an inhale to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you arrive. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, palms meet overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Gaze is down the nose. Inhale, palms meet, Urdhva Hastasana. you arrive. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, palms reach forward and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, hands by your side. Let's do that one more time, one breath per movement. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward. Find the dance of movement to breath. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Try to lower down on the same exhale if you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit bones back and up. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Maybe you tune into the heat that's growing on the surface of the skin. You check in with the heartbeat and the breath. Inhale, make your way to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, palms reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the hands down by your side. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back behind you. Release the right knee and the right top of the foot. And as you inhale, reach the fingers towards the ceiling for Anjaneyasana. And then trying to keep this movement swift, if you need to, you can use your hands, but try to use your core. So as you exhale, reach forward through the fingers and then start to straighten the left leg. Come into a half split. Fingers reach back behind you, left toes flex towards the face. And then inhale, bend the left knee, fingers reach up towards the ceiling. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, send the hips back in space, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bend the knee, reach the fingers up. 1 more time, your movement, your breath. Inhale, forward, fingers up. And then frame your left foot with your hands, tuck the right toes, lift the knees, step back as you plank. Lower down halfway, take a vinyasa or meet us in downward facing dog. So you don't have to continue taking vinyasas if it doesn't serve you. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Drop the knees, drop the chin, drop the chest. Send the booty high. Ashtanga Namaskar. And then as you inhale, pull the heart through, come into a baby cobra. Exhale, sit bones back and up. Tuck the toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Step the right foot to the top of the mat, runner's lunge. Try to pull the heart through, open across the chest. And then step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, palms meet overhead. Exhale, release to Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back. Release the left knee, the top of the foot down. And as you inhale, reach the fingers forward and up, come into Anjaneyasana. Maybe you find a slight back bend at the top. And then move with your breath. As you exhale, send the fingers back behind you, straighten the right leg. Inhale, come back to Anjaney. Losing your balance is normal, so use your hands if you need to. And then move with your breath twice more. Flex the right toes. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. 1 more time. Exhale, sit bones back. Right toes flex. And inhale, back to Anjaneyasana. Start to fold forward to frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the knee, step back to plank. Lower down, take a vinyasa if that serves you, if it's in your body today. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands, runner's lunge. Pull the heart through, and then step the right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull forward, exhale. Inhale your fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the hands down by your side. Start to look down at your feet. There will be different arrangements. You can bring the big toes to touch with about 1 inch in the heel, or you can keep them hip-width distance apart. Up to you. Bend the knees, sink the hips low, reach down to the ground, and then inhale, draw the fingers forward, find your Utkatasana. See if you can shift the weight to the heels of the foot, and maybe you stay light in the toes. See if you can find a slight tuck of the tailbone, lengthen the lower back, broaden across the chest here. And then start to bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Use your core to bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press into the palms of the hands here. Elbows actively reach out. And then let's try for a fun little transition. So from here, shift the weight into the left foot. So you might look down at your feet. Start to draw the right heel in towards your glute. And then like a little ninja, step the right toes back so you're in a twisted crescent warrior. Continue to press the palms of your hands together. So this is going to be a slow and strong class. Take a moment to breathe. Notice if you've lost that. And then look to your left big toe. Using the core, draw the torso over the hips and extend the fingers to the ceiling for crescent warrior. So the shoulders stack over the hips. Feel free to bend your right knee as much as you need to. Sometimes it's nice to bend the right knee and press the pubic bone forward to lengthen out of the lower back and just stretch into the hip flexor some. Settle the gaze down the bridge of the nose as your drishti. And then as you exhale, start to find an arrowhead lunge. Send the fingers back towards your right heel. Inhale, move with your breath. Fingers reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, torso 45 degrees, fingers reach back. One more time. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward 45 degrees. And then you can stay here in your arrowhead lunge, or you can shift the weight to the left foot. Come in the Virabhadrasana. See? All right, so maybe your right toes stay where they are. Maybe you start to hover them away from the ground. Hands can go back towards the feet. Try to flex the right toes to your face. And try to drop the right hip in line with the left. Take a breath in. And then slowly bend the left knee. Release the right foot back. Reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, open to warrior two. Facing the right side. So you might need to adjust your stance of the feet. The left knee can stack over the left ankle. And the right toes are parallel to the back edge of the mat. Settle the gaze down the left middle finger. And try to soften the shoulders. Where can you find the balance of effort and ease? Being strong and being soft at the same time. As you inhale, flip the left palm, reverse the warrior. And then as you exhale, the left elbow meets the left knee. The right fingers reach towards the ceiling or towards the front of the room, palm face down. Maybe the pinky finger can spiral inward, so you create a long line of energy from the fingertips of your right hand all the way down to the right pinky toe edge of your foot. Notice the back of the neck. Brooke has great alignment here. So you might try to draw the chin in towards the right armpit. Maybe your gaze is to your fingers if it's okay for the neck. Stay where you are. One more breath here. Gaze down to your left toes. Inhale, shoulders stack over the hips. Warrior two. On your next inhale, straighten the leg, Fingers reach up, the left leg. And then release your hands to your waist and pivot the left toes to face the same direction as your right toes. Find a slight pigeon toeing of the feet, so the toes are in and the heels are out. Bring the palms of your hands to your lower back, fingers down, thumbs out. Try to draw the elbows together behind the back and breathe the sternum up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward, Prasarita Padottanasana. You can release your hands down towards the ground. Maybe the palms of the hands are on the ground and you try to create a 90-degree angle from the elbow and the wrist. And then try to allow the upper back to soften, the top of the head reaches down. And you can sway the head from no to yes. Notice the knees, see if you're locking them out. And on your next inhale, find the halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale halfway, hands to the waist, strong core, stack the shoulders over the hips, come up to standing. And you might shorten your stance here, so I prefer a shorter Trikonasana. Arms extend in line with the shoulders. Pivot your left toes to face the front of the room. And then reach forward through your left fingers and fold into your triangle. So this might be a good option for a block. You can use it on the inside of your left foot, or you can place the left hand on the calf or somewhere on the thigh, whatever is accessible and comfortable for you. The gaze will be up towards your right fingertips, if that's okay for the neck. And then try to twist the navel up towards the ceiling. Open the shoulder and spiral the right shoulder back behind you. Take one more breath here. Look down to your left foot. Using a strong core, come back up to standing, shoulders stacked. Make sure your props are out of the way and step forward to Tadasana. Inhale, the palms go up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. You have the option to move through a vinyasa, but if it's something you don't want to do, feel free to just meet downward facing dog, or child's pose is always an option for you. And then in your downward facing dog, connect to your breath. Notice what your heart is telling you. If your heart is racing, maybe you can feel the heat on your skin. On your next inhale, look to the space in between your hands. Travel to the top, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, the palms will meet overhead. Exhale, release to Tadasana. Let's even this out on the other side. So find the foot stance that feels good for you. Bring your fingers towards the ground, bend the knees, sink the hips. Reach the fingers forward. Try to lengthen the lower back. Try to shift the weight into the heels of the feet. Open across the chest, breathe in. Exhale, palms together, head prayer. And then twist the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the palms of the hands together. Elbows try to stack, shoulders open. Shift your weight to your right foot. Start to draw the left heel in towards your left glute. And then slowly, slowly step the left toes back so you're in a twisted crescent warrior. Continue to press the palms of the hands together to spiral the right shoulder back. If you need to widen the stance of the legs for more stability, that's always an option for you. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. And as you inhale, starting from the core, draw the sternum towards the front of the room, fingers reach up, crescent warrior. So again, you can micro-bend your left knee as much as you need to. Sometimes it's nice to bend the knee, press the sit bones forward, and then start to straighten through the left leg, trying to keep the same length of the spine. Energize through the fingertips. And as you exhale, find your arrowhead lunge. Fingers reach back. Inhale, reach the fingers forward and up. Exhale, fingers reach back behind you. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arrowhead lunge. So you have the option to stay here. This is challenging. Or you can shift your weight to your right foot. Slowly lift the left toes away from the ground. It's a hard transition. Strengthening though, good for you. Flex the left toes back to your face. Take a breath in. Like you're moving through honey, release the left toes down to the ground, crescent lunge. No, you're good, you're good. And then reach the fingers up towards the ceiling, crescent warrior. Settle your gaze, your drishti down the bridge of the nose. And with your next inhale, spin the left heel down, open to warrior two. The right knee stacks over the right ankle. The left foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. See if you can press your right knee to the right towards your pinky toe of the right foot. Open the hips a little more. Energize through both fingertips as if I were coming around, virtually pulling your hands in each direction. Soften the shoulders down and away from the ears. The balance is Sthira and Sukha. Take one more breath here and one more breath out. And then as you inhale, flip the right palm and reverse your warrior. Send the left hand down the left leg. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach the left fingers towards the front of the room or towards the ceiling, whatever works for you. And then your right hand, like you are carrying a nice platter of drinks that you don't want to fall. Energize through the entirety of the left side body, breathing into the left lung primarily. Take one more breath here. Take your gaze down to your right foot, and as you inhale, stack the shoulders over the hips, warrior two. One breath here, one breath out. And then as you inhale, straighten the right leg, palms reach up overhead. Pivot both toes to face forward. Find the pigeon toeing of the feet, and release your hands behind your back. Interlace all 10 fingers. See if you can press the heels of the hands together. Breathe the sternum up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward with the bind. So you can keep this bind if it feels good. If it doesn't, feel free to let go. And again, continue to lengthen the top of the head down to the earth. Feel the sit bones drawing away from one another here. And then maybe you shift your weight towards your big toes and out of the heels. Trust that your body is strong. Trust that your body supports you. Release your fingers down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands under the shoulders. Gaze forward. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to hips. Strong core. Inhale, stack the shoulders over the hips. So again, you might shorten the stance of your legs here. Extend the arms in line with the shoulders. Pivot your right toes to face the front of the room. Reach forward through the right fingers and fold into your triangle. Use any props that benefited you. Recognize that your sides might feel different and that you might be stronger on one side than the other. Energize through the left fingers. Twist the navel towards the ceiling. Spiral the left shoulder back behind you. Open the chest even more. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Gaze down towards your right toes. Use your core, stack the shoulders over the hips. Look to your right foot, step forward to Tadasana. Inhale the fingers out and up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Option to take a vinyasa, option to skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, travel to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, palms meet overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart. Shift your weight to your right foot. Step back through the left foot. Left heel is on the ground, like you're in warrior one. And then reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. So the hips are squaring-ish to the front of the room. You can widen the stance by heel-toeing the right foot to the side. And then once your feet feel okay, you can extend the fingers up high. And then notice, see if you can plug your right thigh back into the right hip while spiraling the left sit bone forward. And then breathe the sternum up towards the ceiling. So there's an expansion happening in the front line of the body, but be careful not to contract in the back line of the body. Breathe your sternum to the ceiling for one more breath in. Gaze might lift. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips, straighten through your right leg. Now step your left foot in and out slightly. You might bring the hands to the lower back, palms facing the sacrum. Breathe the sternum up. Fold forward, exhale. So if you have two blocks, you can frame your right foot with two blocks. You can release your hands down to the ground for pyramid. So be careful of the knees, seeing that you're not locking them out. Try to draw the kneecaps up or take a micro bend to protect the knee. And then soften the forehead towards the knee. And allow the weight of the world to fall away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the hips. Root down through the feet. Draw the shoulders over the hips. Come upright. Step both feet forward to the top of the mat. Inhale the fingers to touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale the hands to heart center. And we're just coming to stand. We're skipping the vinyasa this round. And then moving to the other side. Shift your weight to your left foot, step the right foot back. Heel releases down. The left knee bends and stacks over the ankle. You can widen the stance if you need to. And then once you feel set up from the ground, start to extend up into the sky. Reach the fingers up. Take up as much space as you need to here. So warrior is strong. You don't have to take a shorter stance. Sometimes it's nice to take up the entire mat. Breathe the heart up towards the ceiling. If it's comfortable, you can bring the palms to touch. If it's comfortable on the neck, you can gaze to where you're reaching. Expanding the front side of the body, but not contracting the back side. Take one more breath here. And slowly bring your hands to your waist. Straighten the left leg, and then step the right foot in and out just slightly. Bring the hands to the lower back, palms face inward. Breathe the sternum up, open across the chest. Exhale, fold forward. You can release the hands down to the ground, or you can place them on blocks, or you can take a bind behind the back, whatever feels right for you. Notice if you're locking up the knee. And then maybe you can sensation of scissoring the outer hips together. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your waist. Strong core, come upright. Shoulders stack over the hips. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms meet. Shoulders draw up here. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step to plank. Shift the weight forward over the fingers, option to drop the knees. Lower down slowly all the way to the belly, tops of the feet on the ground. And then bring the fingers up so they're in line with the tops of the shoulders. Palms of the hands are underneath the shoulder. And then bring the big toes to touch. And then press down through the toes, press down through the hips. Inhale, breathe the heart away from the ground. Stay long in the back of the neck, so your gaze is down and just in front of the mat. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, gaze over your left shoulder, so baby cobra with a twist in the neck. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, gaze over the right shoulder. Exhale, lower down. Press into the hands, draw the sit bones to the heels. Find a child's pose. Your knees can go wide or they can zip together at the midline, feeling into what your body needs. So if your legs are together, it's a little bit more intense of a forward folding action. You're creating more space in the hips when you take the knees wide. So they create different effects and feelings in the body. Take a few moments to center your awareness. Return to the breath. Return to the sensations of being. And then slowly start to stack these shoulders over the hips. Come into a kneeling pose. Just here for a moment, sit the hips off to one side and circle the legs out in front of you. Flex the toes back towards your face. You can sit up on any props and feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. Reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Fold forward, exhale. You can soften the forehead down towards the knees. Maybe you bind the hands behind the feet, or maybe your peace fingers find your big toe. If you're at home and you're not a yoga teacher, so you're not quite so mobile as Brooke, you can bend your knees as much as you need to, or the hands can find your calf, as she's demonstrating. Take one more breath. And as you inhale, stack the shoulders over the hips, come upright. Hug the right heel in towards your right glute. See that you've got about 1 palm's distance in between the foot and the thigh. And then breathe the left fingers up to the ceiling. And then exhale, twist to the right. So the gaze is back over the right shoulder. Breathe in for length in the spine. Exhale for depth in the twist. Continue to flex your left toes to your face. And you can even keep the sternum in line with the jaw and the chin and the face. So it's isolating the twist more to the thoracic spine. Take one more breath here. And then take the gaze forward, unravel the spine. Counter twist to the other side. Inhale back through the center. Drop the knee to the side. The sole of the foot presses to the inner left thigh. Reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Fold over your extended leg. Exhale for Janu Shirsasana. So again, you can set up on props. You can microbend any knees. You don't have to have straightened legs. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then as you inhale, slowly make your way out. Start to extend the right leg forward and draw the left heel in towards your glute. Check to see that you have space in between the foot and the thigh. And then reach your right fingers up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, twist to the left. The right hand finds the left knee. The left hand plants behind you. Gaze is back over the left shoulder. And continue to flex the right toes. Inhale for length all the way through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist from the navel. Find depth in your twist from the core. Continue that rhythm, breathing in for length, exhaling for depth. On your next inhale, take the gaze forward, unravel the spine, counter twist to the other side. And then inhale, come back to neutral. The left sole of the foot finds the inner right thigh. Reach the fingers to the ceiling, inhale, fold forward, exhale. Drawing the awareness internally, releasing the practice. Inhale, stack the shoulders over the hips, make your way out of the posture. And this time we'll bring the soles of the feet to touch, finding Vinyasa. Place the hands just behind you, fingers face back. Inhale, lift the heart towards the ceiling, chin draws in. And as you exhale, round the spine forward, the hands will find your way to your feet, and the top of the head rounds down towards the ground. Your shoulders might shrug up towards your ears. Or you can even extend your fingers forward like you're in a state of receptivity, receiving everything that is happening with an open mind and an open heart. And then with the breath in, slowly start to make your way out. Swivel the soles of the feet to the ground. You might shift forward on the mat. Lengthen the fingers towards the front of the room. And then lower down one vertebra at a time towards the ground. So you might reach forward through the fingers and feel into the lower back as it comes into contact with the earth, the middle back, the upper back, and then release the shoulders and the back of the head down. Hug the knees in towards your chest for Apanasana. And you might find some movement here. You might circle the knees in towards your chest in one direction, and then the other. And release the soles of the feet to the ground. Palms of the hands down by your hips, facing down. Maybe you can brush the backs of the heels with your fingertips. And let's do 3 bridges, but let's move with our breath the first 2, and then we'll hold the third. So as you inhale, press into the feet, lift the sit bones high. Exhale, lower down. Try to move one vertebra at a time. And one more time, inhale, press to the feet to lift the hips up. Draw the chest towards the chin. Exhale, lower down. And one more time to hold. You can take bridge or full wheel if that's in your practice. Maybe you bind the hands underneath the back, lengthening the fingers towards the heels of the feet. And then try to create a resistance from drawing the chest towards the chin, but at the same time, staying lifted in the top of the throat and lifting the chin towards the ceiling. So you're creating this resistance inside of that part of the body. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lower down, make your way out in your own time. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And then drop your arms in a T. Drop your legs to the left and gaze to the right. Start to allow the body to soften, releasing the practice, releasing the postures, the expectations, and just tuning in to what it feels like to just be in this moment, in this body, in this life. And then slowly hug the knees in towards the chest. Take your time. You can spend any extra time here if you need to. And then when you're ready, drop the knees to the right and gaze to the left. Your eyes might be closed. And then slowly make your way out and into Uttanasana, knees draw into the chest. And just to seal our class with an inversion, you can extend the heels towards the ceiling for a waterfall. If you have a prop near, feel free to slide a blanket or a block underneath your sacrum to elevate the hips a little bit. And just using this inversion as a healthy change in perspective. Sometimes when the world turns on its head, it is an opportunity to see things in a different way, perhaps in a better way. And then slowly release the feet down to the ground. If there's anything you need to complete your practice to make it feel like you've honored your body, feel free to take that. Maybe it's a happy baby, maybe it's Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe it's a constructive rest, the way Brooke is steering, windshield legs. And then when you're ready, you can start to extend the legs long. Take up plenty of space here. The palms will face up towards the ceiling. And before completely letting go to Shavasana, take your hands over your face and rub them together really quickly. Create a lot of heat and friction between your hands. And then gently cupping them over your eyes, feel this transmission of heat and energy into your body. This practice is available to you whenever you need it. And you have the ability to connect to your body on a cellular level. You can heal yourself from anything. When you're ready, extend the fingers out by your sides, palms face up, in a state of receptivity, receiving the benefits that this practice has to offer, and surrendering into the final posture of the practice, Shavasana, a symbol of